An 18-year-old dancer and designer from Opaskwayak Nation is taking his designs to the runways of Milan. In September, designer Dreyden Flett-Roulette is only 18 years old, and he'll be showing his styles in one of the world's biggest fashion shows in Italy. Joining us now is designer Dreyden Flett-Roulette. Good morning, Dreyden.
Oh my God, good morning.
Oh my goodness, how exciting. Congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here with us.
I'm so happy to be here.
So how did this all start for you, designing? Art has been a big part of your life since you were young. How did you transition from art and expressing yourself through art to designing pieces that are going to be shown at a fashion show?
So there's two parts to my fashion odyssey.
Yeah.
So the first part, I started sewing in 2020, and I'm sure we all have hardships in 2020, trials and tribulations. And I learned how to sew through out of my curiosity. My mom taught me how to sew because they would, without cultural practices, you know, the restrictions were down, up, and we couldn't really practice our culture. But one thing there was people had their own face mask business.
Oh, right.
So that's what they would be doing at the table.
Okay.
And you know, like I said, I'm curious if art, in any way, pretty much anything I can get my hands on. So I learned how to work the sewing machine, and back then it was such an intimidating machine to look at. And you know, like it's like a huge thing, but now it's just a pedal to me.
Really?
But so she taught me how to work it, and from there I knew that it would be like not a task, not a chore, but a hobby. And I would take her mask orders, and when she went to work, and there's this one time we made 200 masks in like a span of a week, and it was for the MMIW movement, so that was really inspiring. And that's one part of the story. And I like to include everything. The second part takes place in high school. I was in grade 10 and I joined my high school's dance team. And it really opened my eyes to theatrical and performance art. And from there, the passion with sewing, and it was a really fast passion when I got into dancing. And you know, the combination of the two struck the passion for fashion. Okay,
and then you were in Allie's Ribbons. You were shown back in April. You were in a show back then, and then that's when you and Allie connected. She saw some of your designs. You brought some of the designs here. Tell us a little bit about what influences your work and what inspires you.
So everything I create always starts off with me having something to say, whether that's psychological, that's economical, or culturally. Okay. And it's always to endorse something revolutionary. So with the evolution of my work, it starts off as cultural, and then it leads more to avant-garde, and that's just to balance the modern life with our people. And you know, because you know, we need education, we need to live in a society like today, but we also need our culture, and that's what I am really inspired by when it comes to my work. So you're going to see a lot of I guess avant-garde fashion and cultural fashion.
Cool. Okay.
So I first started to work on ribbon skirts when I started designing. So this is what I would start off with making for the community and for my family. And
look at that.
Yeah. So
and you sewn all of this.
Yes. Yeah.
So much detail. I don't know if you could see all the detail there at home, but
Thank you.
Every little piece is sewn on. It's so beautiful. It's stunning. Okay, what else you got here?
And then as I kind of experimented with fashion, I started to mix it up a little bit to create to push innovation. So I created ribbon pants, applique pants.
Wow.
And also one thing, when you and on a more cultural level, I'm really inspired by vintage wear. So this is pretty disco. When I'm when I'm with my team, they say this looks like a 70s disco outfit.
Like a dancing queen, indeed. This show in Milan, how excited are you? We're almost out of time already.
Oh my God, I can't even begin to tell you.
You have to come back and share how it went.
It's crazy.
This is happening in September.
Yes.
Good luck to you. We'll be rooting for you, and then come back and show us how it went.
For sure. Oh my God.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you.